Hello, and welcome to another episode of RideandRazz. It's stage 5 of Rolling with ENVE. Again, Advanced Cat, and today's triple twist route. Never done this one before, so another one ticked off the list, hopefully, anyway. And this is a nice rolling profile, 24.5 kilometers. Little bit of elevation, 180 meters. So it's a sprint finish, but we've got two little. This route's got two climbs in it. Not crazy, but they've got a decent kick to them. So we've got the Jarvis KOM at about 1.3 kilometers long, and the Zwift KOM at about 2.5 in total. That's kind of a mix of steep and kind of undulating top. And this is where I'm expecting it all to kick off. So expect things like 7-8 watts per kilo for sustained efforts up these climbs. So my plan, as usual, for these advanced cats is I'm a bit out my depth here. I'm expected to finish quite low down in the pack. There's 60 odd riders in total, I think, and I'm expected to finish 43rd. So if I can finish above 43rd, then that would be my preference as always. And in the pen today, we've got British Hill Climb champion Ed Laverack. Didn't realise he was in here until I started. Got my teammate Sibrin. We've also got Luke Bolton of Rough Draft Cycling YouTube in the pen today as well. So there's a few names in there to keep an eye on. Yeah, this is going to be a difficult race. Again, this is one of 3 races this week for me, same as last week. So advanced stage, Rolling with ENVE on Monday. Tuesday, I've got my TNP Galibia WTRL race, which will be, I'm looking forward to that. That's at 7:30 tomorrow night. And then we've got a ladder race on Friday, and that'll be against a team above us, 6 places above us. So that's going to be a tough race. So I've got a few days in between all the racing to rest up for ladder. And yeah, hope you enjoy watching this. And let me know what you think about the new banner and new logos. It sits quite nicely, RideandRazz. And yeah, I expect this to be a bit of a pain train, sufferfest as you want to call it. So enjoy. Forgot to mention, there's 2 power-ups on this route. So that's feather and draft. And there's quite a few places where there's banners that aren't necessarily KOMs or end of sprints. Banners where you get a power-up. So just got to be quite aware of that, because that can be very, very useful. Found it very, very useful further on in the race. I was a little bit unaware of it. So for example, first banner is only 30 seconds into the race. But as you can see, the pace is, as usual, advanced cap, started off high. 4 watts, 4.5 watts. But I'm trying to save myself for that first Jarvis KOM. And just hold myself together and take as much draft and just ease up a little bit and conserve energy. Got a little bit of a warm-up again in this time. I'd say a little bit. 7 or 8 minutes warm-up. Do struggle to find the time to get a race in, plus warm-up, plus cool-down. It's busy life with, yeah, work and family commitments, like everybody, I guess. This is the second banner point. I almost missed this one because everybody dropped all their power-ups. I couldn't see the banner properly, but kind of went with the flow and dropped it myself. So this is coming up in the middle of the Volcano and just before the sprint for the climb. To be honest, I was expecting a bit of a higher pace in this first 5 minutes. I think everyone is saving themselves for the climb, for the first climb, which I do understand. So as you can see, the whole pack is still really together, nobody's been dropped. And the pace is, well, the pace is still high for 4 watts, 4.5 watts, but I'm able to sit in, get some more draft. And we come up to a third banner here now. That's 3 banners already before the first climb. So make sure you use those power-ups and make sure that you're utilizing them to your best advantage. So for here I got another draft. So I'm going to save that for the climb when I'm past the fairly steep section and can draft the last bits. So here we are, this is the first climb. Now this climb is the Jarvis KOM reverse, and it's only 1.3 kilometers and about 3%, but there are a couple of steep sections in here where I'm expecting the group to attack, just because of the lack of drafting option. So as you can see here, I'm already up to 5.5, 6 watts, now up to 7, 7.5, 8. And that's something I've been working on recently, is out of the saddle, sustained power climbs, just short brief ones, just so I can keep up with these guys, because they really attack them hard. And as you can see, thankfully I've held on. I actually tried to press my draft as I was climbing up, but I missed the button, probably because of my sweaty hands. So the focus now is just to hold this group and hopefully see if the draft helps me in this steep section. It'll probably help me a bit better after going over the top. But as you can see, this is 8 watts a kilo, and these guys are basically sprinting over the top. 8.5 watts I'm doing here. And then as you come over the top, you come up to your 4th banner. So just make sure you get those power-ups used as you do your climb, either draft or your feather. There is a slight rolling section after this Jarvis KOM reverse climb. So just be a bit careful people don't attack over the top here. But then you've got a nice lovely descent over the top, which will allow you to catch up, if you can, off the back of the pack. Just remember the new draft dynamics in Zwift. If you drop off a little bit too much, you won't be able to get back on without a decent effort. Here we are, banner number 5 already. I actually wasn't expecting so many banners. I've never done this route before, so it's really useful to know where all these power-ups will be. I get another draft boost again, so I dropped it just before I hit the banner to get my second power-up. And as you can see, so that banner really spread out a little bit. What I found, well, as I say every time, is climbing or racing in these advanced cats, you just got to try and stick to the front as long as possible. If you end up dropping off the back too much, you're just going to get spat out, miss the pace at the front, and the cats will just disappear up the road. We have got the little volcano climb, tiny little kicker, but as usual people will go bananas on this. You just got to be a bit careful there. Don't get dropped. And there's a couple of these little quick, hard, spiky kickers along the flat before the Zwift KOM. You just have to be a bit aware of that as well.
回亮。
We've come into a rolling section, set of rollers, which I didn't know they existed on this route. So I actually almost got dropped here, but I wasn't really paying attention. And the group just disappeared. Fortunately, I was able to put a kick in and join back on. But it did take a little bit of energy out of me, which I could be using later on in the plan. This is, or was, the 6th banner. It's quite handy. We've got a feather on this one, and there is a couple of little kickers still left to go, so hopefully that'll be useful for those little sections. Save myself some energy. Now I call this one the Market Town Kicker because it comes just after that little cobbled market street, but it's not a significant climb. But if you're not concentrating and the pace is high, you can easily get dropped here. It's 2 or 3%, but the pace can really just surprise you. You're just going to be careful on that one.
Fuck yeah.
We're coming up to the base of the Zwift KOM, and what I want to try to achieve here is hold on to my feather as long as possible, because these guys will be going a bit bananas, but I think they will be going a bit bananas in the last section where it gets steep and goes around the corner. So if I can hold on to them, that's what I plan to do. Let's see how we get on anyway. I'm actually really struggling here. I'm only doing 6-7 watts a kilo compared to these guys, but they're literally sprinting away from me here. I'm doing 8 watts now, 7 or 8 watts. And I actually thought I could be okay here to catch on, but in reality, after this little flat section where it kicks on again for a bit more climbing, I just didn't have anything in my legs. If you're able to keep going at this point, do it, because that'll be the difference between you staying with the front group and being dropped. So they're unfortunately dropped by the big dogs. But to be honest with you, it's not unexpected. I couldn't sustain the power they're doing. They're sustaining 7 or 8 watts a kilo. Some of them 9 watts a kilo for 2 minutes. 1 minute, 2 minutes. And there's no way I could do that. But the plan now is to be the best of the rest. So try and build up a little group here. And come over the top. Descend down into the flat. This banner number 7. As you can see now, got a small group of about 7 or 8 riders here. So, yeah, I think we work together. Maybe even chase down the group in front of us. They're not that far ahead of us. 13 seconds. But I think most people are exactly the same position as me. You can see incredibly strategic.
Yeah.
Work really hard here. Everyone's just, I think, on recovery, trying to save themselves for the last bit. Sprint to the end. So again, we get another banner. It's there's a lot of power-ups on this. That's number 8, to be honest with you. So use them wisely. You're not short of them, so either use them to your advantage or to attack or to recover. But there is a lot. We've got about 2 kilometers left here, and we're coming back into the volcano. This is where some people may attack, pull away a little bit because it does with a little kind of bump over, and I think people can do a 2 kilometer TT, no problem. And also they get their 9th banner before, and this is the last one before the sprint. They may take advantage of that, go over and then carry through. I didn't have any leg to chase the guy down in front of us. I was hoping some of the others in this group might be willing to, but as you can see, it doesn't really materialise. So we sit together for the sprint. Right then, and here we have it. 1 kilometer left to go. A decent pace of this build up. But I'm trying to conserve as much as possible here. I'm drafting off as many of the other riders. I am really struggling, as you can see. Got sweat in my eyes, I've got no energy. This is a short, sharp race. It's only 30 odd minutes, I think. Some of the other races, the lower cats are still doing it in 33 minutes, 34 minutes, so it's really fast. But as you can see here, a 0.5 kilometer this guy goes. It's in a decent dig. So my plan here is to hold this guy's wheel in front of me, he's doing 7.5 watts, and then chase this guy down. So 300 meters to go. I'll put my power down, use what I had left, which was my feather, and hopefully take him to the line. And this is where I've taken to the line, which is, I'm really very happy with that. Johansson. So that's where Zwift needs to have a photo finish. That'd be a great option. Photo finish, 2-2, a bit like in UCI races. But there we go, yeah, 32, 39. Really pleased with that. Really hard race. And yeah, once again, I can see myself shake my head. Advanced cat is brutal. And this 5:15 on a Monday is the highest speed, highest turnout, just the highest paying best.
That's really hard.
So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed that, please like and subscribe. Give me a comment. Try to respond to everybody's comments. Need feedback on the new display and the new banners. That's with the help of our TMP colleague Ozzy. He's also got YouTube. I'll put his YouTube in the link. And yeah, thanks so much. See you tomorrow for some WTRL. Cheers.